Good morning, Jerry.
Finito.
Good morning. You ever wake up, just not want to get out of bed? I think all of us have those days. You know, got to go a job that we hate, or, you know, we just, for some reason, it could be like no real concrete reason why. Just, or maybe biologically there's a concrete reason why. Some mornings you just wake up and you just don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like even having fun. Well, all of us have those days, and today I'm going to tell you how I get through that and what makes me get through my day as best I can. So how's it going, guys? Me and Jerry, we just hiked to a little spot up on top of a mountain here in Vegas. That's kind of special to me. That's why I'm all sweaty right now. Yeah, so you know, you pulled up this video either because A, you're my friend, or B, because, you know, maybe you're struggling with motivation and somehow you found this video in a search. Well, you know, I'm not the most successful person in the world, but I do know some pretty successful people, and even those people deal with, you know, lack of motivation and anxiety, depression, all those things. And, you know, I have like a little thing that I do to help me get through it. And I've been doing it since I was a kid. This is really, you know, this is very personal. So if you're watching this, you know, like, take it for what it is. This is really personal to me. And so basically, when I was a kid, thank you, buddy. When I was a kid, hold on, I'm telling a story, Jerry. Hold on. Have a seat. When I was a kid and I was 1 year old, I had a brother that was born handicapped. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be sad, does it? And we had to put him in a hospital. My mom was real young. She was 18 years old. My dad wasn't much older. And we had to put him in a hospital because we couldn't afford to, you know, have nurses at the house 24/7. And so at a really early age, I saw what it was like to be in a body, to have a real excuse. To have a real excuse for saying that you can't do something, for saying that you're not going to get through this, you're not going to get through that. You know, my brother, if anyone had an excuse, it was him. Now, not only is my brother handicapped, but I also have a cousin that is one of the oldest people in the world with a really terrible disease, and I'll just use the abbreviation SMA. He's the same age as me. Now, I'm a bartender. I live here in Las Vegas. I'm an aspiring YouTube creator. I want to make movies, and I also do freelance photography. But my cousin, somehow in a wheelchair, writing blogs and doing things on the computer where he can't even type. The guy has barely any function of his fingers and has turned that situation into him being a millionaire. And I'm going to say his name right now. You guys can Google him. His name's John Morrow. And my brother couldn't walk and couldn't talk, so he was unable to do anything like that. But, you know, you wouldn't think that someone that is wheelchair bound and has to have their mother or a nurse, you know, put them to bed at night. Jerry, sit down, buddy. You wouldn't think. Need some more water? Here, Jerry. You know, you wouldn't think that someone with that type of situation would be as successful as he has become. He's literally a millionaire. He's worked hard, you know, and he's used his mind instead of his body. So like I said, this video is not supposed to be, it's not supposed to be sad. Jerry doesn't want it to be sad. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I love you, buddy. Yes. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Okay, stay. Settle down. Relax. Sit down. Hey, sit. Jerry, sit down. Sit. He's not listening to me. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So you're struggling with motivation. I just gave you 2 key examples of people who had bad situations, and there's millions more. But when I was a kid, if I was running around the track with all the other kids and I felt like I was going to lose the race or I couldn't lose the race, I would say, if my brother could get out of that bed, if my cousin could get out of his wheelchair and run this race, he would beat everybody here. And that's something that I've done my whole life. For those of you who know me, I've been a flair bartender here in Vegas, and I know I wasn't the best in the world, but I was pretty good, and I got pretty good because that's what I told myself. When I was scared to move out to Las Vegas, and I didn't want to drive out here by myself, not knowing anyone, I said to myself, if my brother could get out of that bed, if my cousin could go and bartend at a nightclub, one of the best nightclubs in the world in Las Vegas, he would get out of that wheelchair right now and he would go do it. And actually my mom said that to me whenever I was leaving the house because I couldn't leave. I didn't feel like I deserved it. I didn't feel like I deserved to... Sorry. I didn't feel like I deserved to be able to leave if he couldn't. And my mom said that to me. She came out to my Jeep that I had at the time that I had all packed up. And she said, Isaac, what are you doing? Why haven't you left yet? As a good mother always does, she was waiting by the window to see me drive away. And she said just that thing to me. She said, I told her, I didn't feel like I deserved... Back up, Jerry. Come on. Come on, buddy. I'm trying to make this video. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean to you, but damn. But, yeah, she said to me, Isaac, if your brother could get out of that bed, he'd already be on his way to Vegas. And so I did. I kept going and I kept going and I kept going. I got to Amarillo, Texas. I was scared. I only knew one guy out here. Flippy, if you're watching this, it's you. Thank you for everything you did, dude. So yeah, that's where I find my motivation, and that's where I go when I'm in a place of funk, And I think everybody can do that. I think that everybody's met someone, or everybody knows somebody in their life, or seen a TV commercial or something where somebody has it worse off than them, where they don't have the same advantages that you do. Or maybe you don't have any advantages. Life isn't about money. Life isn't about so many of all these items and these expensive things. Life is about creating, and life is about sharing that creation. So anyway, I told you that I came up to a place special. Up on top of this mountain. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I want it to just be somewhere where I know where it's at. And Jerry, I guess it's okay if you know. You're breathing all over the camera, buddy. Come here. You're breathing all over the camera. Come sit with me. Come lay down with me. There you go. Now he's relaxing. But, yeah. So, up here on top of this mountain was the start of something really cool for me. My brother passed away almost 2 years ago. And, it wasn't something that I didn't expect. But it was something that I didn't deal with very well either. My dad and my grandmother died shortly before that, and you would have thought that I'd kind of got used to losing people by that point, but I wasn't. And yeah, I almost drank myself to death. Didn't go to the hospital or anything, but I drank for, I think, around 14 days straight. I've never been an alcoholic or anything, but it was tough on me. But when I climbed out of that hole, my mother, here, Jerry, sit down, buddy. Come on, sit down with me. My mother had brought my brother's ashes, and she gave them to me, and I sat them on my nightstand. The morning when I woke up, I saw him sitting there, and I got sad. And I had a picture of him up, and I had a picture of my grandmother and my dad up, and that didn't bother me, but something about like his actual physical body burnt down to ash beside of my bed, like really. And I'm sorry if that is something you guys don't want to hear about or whatever, watch another video. But something about that just kind of messed with me at first. I was like, what am I gonna do with these things? What am I gonna, like, where am I gonna put them? Like, I don't know anywhere great special to take these ashes. And soon it dawned on me. I was like, you know what? My brother wasn't able to do all this stuff. Like, Isaac, you found all this motivation from thinking about how he couldn't do the things that you get to do. And so I got a bunch of my brother's ashes from my mom, and every day that I go do something cool, I always have some of his ashes with me. And if I'm in a cool spot, then I drop a little bit off. And it's kind of like, it's kind of like my brother and I's adventure together. Whew. I'm usually fine. Like, I don't know why I'm choking up right now, but anyway, but this is one spot that I came and I made a little memorial, and I have his, I have like his initials in the put up, and some other stuff, some memories, some valuables, some stuff that means stuff to me. And every once in a while I come up here because sometimes I need a little motivation. And so Jerry and I walked up here today, and it's helped, Sorry to look like a, like a crybaby on here, but anyways, you should definitely go check out my cousin. His name is John Morrow. He used to work for Copy Blogger, and that is not a plug for them. Actually, screw them. You're welcome, John. I don't think they did anything wrong to him, but anyway, he doesn't work for them anymore. He works for himself. You should definitely go check out my cousin John Morrow. Like I said, he's in a wheelchair, and he's made a fortune, like legitimately having to type on a keyboard with a straw in his mouth by blowing on the letters. And if you're watching this, John, I love you, brother. I'm sorry we don't get together very often. I miss you. I think about you all the time. And Mom, fuck. You're probably watching this, and I love you. Anyway, so back to happiness. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time up here and release some of this shit that doesn't really usually get released. And yeah, sorry. Please like, subscribe, and this is my channel. I have like 21 subscribers right now. I've been focused on a channel called The Vegas Vlog, and I've decided to start making my own videos. And I hope you like this video. I hope, it's not cinematic like some of my other stuff is, and it's not me doing something real cool or anything like that, but hopefully this video helped you find some motivation. So if you liked it, like it, if you didn't like it, fuck it, put a dislike. And you know, whatever. You know, watch somebody else's videos. I really don't care. But for those of you that it did affect, you know, you're welcome. And love you guys. Talk to you later. See ya. Oh, and just as a side note, I'm not gonna get all emotional on all my videos. I didn't intend for this to come out like this. Anyways, like and subscribe if you want to watch my videos. If not, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna walk down to the bottom of the hill. Jerry, you ready to go? You ready to go, buddy? Yeah, we're ready to go.